a Microsoft Access assignment, and a Microsoft Access is a database. We're going to do a very simple one, and it's going to be about titles of books and the authors. And so I'm just going to go over that with you right now. So to find Microsoft Access on your computers, if you can't see it right away, you can just type in Access in the search. And here it is right up at the top. Microsoft Access 2007 is a version we have. And this is what it looks like when it's opened up. I say on your paper to go click on File, but actually I always say the Microsoft icon or File. So go to the Microsoft icon and click New. And up will come this screen. If you'll scroll down, and mine is a little squished here, but if you'll scroll down, you will see where it says Blank Database on the lower right-hand corner of your screen. We're going to name this, and what I asked you to name it is Books Database and your full name. So I'm going to call it Books Database and my first and last name. You will put your first and last name. Now, you're not just going to click Create, although that is what we do. We save it before we complete it. It's not like you work on something you save. You save it first, and then anything you add automatically saves. But what we're going to do is we have to go to our folder to save it, like we always save all our work. And over here, I'm going to scroll over a little bit. You'll see this tan folder. That's what you need to click on. So I'm going to click on the tan folder. And I'm going to go to my folder, and this is for 5th grade. So here is the 5th grade, my 5th grade folder. And I'm going to call this Books Database my name. And it looks like I've already done this a couple times, so I'm going to call this 4. But you just can call it Books Database, your first and last name, and say OK, or click OK. Once you have that done, you're going to click Create, because we're going to create the database right now. And what we do is do it in the design view. This is the data sheet view. So I'm going to teach you about the design view. If you look up here, under the data sheet ribbon, here's View. I'm going to drop this down, and here is Design View. We're in data sheet view now, and I want to go to Design View. Design View will look similar to what we have on your worksheet or your paper that was handed out. So I'm going to click on Design View. And before you go further, you have to save the table. We save the database, but we have to save the table. And this table, I would like you to call your name and books. So the table is called, this will be at the top of your paper, so worksheet, so make sure you do that. So you will see your title at the top, and I know whose paper it is. I'm going to click OK. And now I'm in the design view. The design view looks like this. It always wants to come up with a primary key, which is an ID and an auto number. And I always think it's good to have that. So we're going to leave that alone. That's yes for the primary key. And then on your sheet, you're going to type this. You're going to type title. And title is text, just like on your sheet. Turn to your sheet on number 6. Then we're going to go authors. Name. Authors, last name. This is also text. Author's first name. That's text also. And the year the book was published. That's going to be text also. I'm going to leave that text. Okay. All right. So with that said, I'm going to now go back to another view, which is the data sheet view. That's design. We're designing our table. Title, just like your sheet of paper, author's last name, author's first name, and year. It's a very simple database. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go back to data sheet view. At data sheet view, it's going to ask you, do you want to save the table? You're going to say yes. We've already saved it once as books and our name. So I'm just going to say yes, just since we edited it. Okay, so here we are. This new ID is always a number. So when I start typing the first one, which is my father's dragon, and I press enter, a number 1 comes up. You'll need to adjust the column width by dragging open. So there's my father's dragon and the author's name, and I noticed I already have to adjust this field because I don't see it all, and the author's last name is Gannett, and the first name is Ruth. And I would just make this one bigger just so you can see the full entry. So it says right now, I'm sorry. So when I go here, I'll fix that, but I'm going to make that bigger so I can see the author's first name. Go back there and fix that, and then the year for this one is 1948. So I'll go here and type 1948. Okay, that's what you'll do. You'll enter all the other books, and if you have time, you'll be able to allow to go to any books, allowed to input any books that you've read. So you would put the book you've read, the author's last name, the author's first name, in that, and the year. And if you can't come up with this, I will still accept it. So that's all we're going to do in the database for now. So good luck with your work, and I will check it later. Thank you.